you play long enough and you don't win. Every time you lose, they're gonna say it was your best chance. But we'll be right back next year. I'm not retiring tomorrow. Thank God. Hopefully I'm healthy, come back, and keep playing.
And Chris Paul, the ACC Rookie of the Year, fires inside, and it's a foul. Well, however, Chris Paul finally able to get loose in transition. He is hard to guard anyway.
With the 4th pick in the 2004 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Chris Paul from Wake Forest University.
Here's Chris Paul, says it doesn't matter. Paul, 3-on-2, gets his first NBA basket. Chris Paul showed you the speed. Call for taunting while on the bench. Long time ago, folks. Chris Paul trying to beat the buzzer. Will he? Oh, yes, he will! If there's anybody who can beat the buzzer, it's going to be CP3. Ability to snipe from the perimeter. Oh, my. Oh, man, that is some athleticism. Chris Paul taking it right at Dwight Howard. Chris Paul, one of the more spectacular plays that we have seen.
No, I'm glad he didn't try, though. I mean, Paul, he spaced it and he knew where Stojakovic was. Chris Paul, you could say he's got eyes behind his head, but he saw him. He knew where he was all the time.
You see the 1-4 set. You don't see anybody else in the play. High screen by Chandler. Paul to the cup, laid it in with 1.8. Grizzlies call for time with 1.8. Paul with 43 points.
9.5 remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Paul with the shovel pass. A beautiful move by Chris Paul.
This guy is so electric in the open floor. It looked like he was going to take a bounce pass and throw it between the legs.
While some of the game's most established names were in the running for MVP, one young star in New Orleans suddenly burst into the race, and at the heart of their success was the talent and leadership of their all-star point guard, Chris Paul.
Paul makes his move. Acceleration to the rim. Banks it in with 2.6 remaining. Hornets lead by 2. Chris Paul, what an electrifying talent.
We won. That's all I care about right now. I was real nervous coming into the game, but early in the 1st quarter, my coaches told me to just play and have fun. I knew I had to come out, be a little bit more aggressive. Shots started falling, and we started defending.
So Parker 23-9, and that goes in. These 2 point guards are putting on an unbelievable show.
That was Michael Jordan-esque.
For the New Orleans Hornets from the home crowd, as time has run out, and the San Antonio Spurs have defeated the New Orleans Hornets 91-82.
To have this opportunity to stay in New Orleans is something that's great too, and that I love the city. I truly love the city, everything about it. Never had any plans to leave. I never had any plans to leave, never wanted to leave.
Looking, finds Paul with 2, with 1, Paul for the win! He did it, and the Hornets have won! Yes! The Denver Nuggets have defeated the New Orleans Hornets 107-86, and they move on to the Western Conference semifinals.
He's not playing, but the Hornets' Lone Star is still in the Lone Star stage supporting his teammates on the West squad. CP3 is also here in Dallas rehabbing his left knee, which is gaining strength by the day.
They shoot 39% from 3.
Paul buries the jumper. A broken ankle. There's a broken ankle in the building, ladies and gentlemen. It belongs to Tony Parker. And the big man's on the little man. Well, Paul dance. Clock at 5. Little fake. Oh, what a masterful move by Chris Paul.
My goodness.
Lakers have won, and they will advance to the next round. The New Orleans Hornets are finished in this year's NBA postseason.
The NBA has refused to approve a 3-team deal that would have sent Hornets All-Star guard Chris Paul to the Lakers. NBA Commissioner David Stern killed the deal after several owners complained, saying the NBA declined to make the trade for basketball reasons.
I'm excited to be here in LA with this unbelievable franchise. You know, there's so much history behind it. I'm excited, like he said, to bring a championship here to LA in a Clippers uniform.
Chris Paul will maximize the skill set of Blake Griffin. Look out below, because they are coming down at you with that stuff.
They're going to be showtime.
Yeah.
They will be. They're going to be a lot of high-flying dunks and mid-court alley-oops.
Ball slices in. Shot clock winding down. He's going to have to put it up. Just gets it off inside and knocks it down. 3 big buckets from Chris Paul.
Paul again against Iguodala. There it is for the lead. Got it! With 3.2 to go, Chris Paul puts the Clippers in front.
We had a good season, I think it's a good sign for our team if there's no more victories. It's not like we made it to the playoffs. It's all good and well. We feel like we should have still been playing.
There could only be one MVP. Chris Paul is the most valuable player of the 2013 NBA All-Star Game. 20-footer, and it's 53-46.
Crosses over, drives and scores.
See the high drag screen?
Oh, dear.
Now there's freedom. Now there's movement.
What we learned from last year was that it takes a lot of focus. Each game, like we keep saying, is a game in itself. You don't carry over. Now we got to go down to Memphis and, try to steal a game. We got to be greedy.
And more shenanigans here as Chris Paul gets whistled for his second technical foul of the game, and he was ejected.
Then you start from the block. You don't get a running start. So Chris Paul deserved that take.
At this point in my career, I'm only focused on, building for the postseason, because that's where you make your name and that's where you make your imprint in history. If you think about it, we're trying to play for a championship.
Another turnover.
Four is another steal. Another drive, and here he comes again! Recognizing the disappointment that this Clipper team has had the last couple seasons in the playoffs. We mentioned it earlier, oh my goodness. What a great move. Spin cycle right there by CP3.
Down by 2, Westbrook for the lead. And he was fouled on the 3. Down to 3, down to 2, trying to get it down low, and he dropped it.
I kidded about this last year, and I started calling him CP0 because he has 0 rings. He has a whole lot more to prove in the postseason because that is unacceptable given his ability.
Green on Paul, and he got it! 1 second left! Clippers by 2! And the Clippers have ripped the heart out of the Spurs.
128-95. So the Clippers with a 3-1 lead in the series. They've scored 117, 109, 124, and now 128.
Sucks, it did. I don't really see the growth in the loss. It's a long time till you get to the playoffs again. So every time we made a run, they hit a big shot. A lot of credit goes to Houston. They beat us.
Telling you, he's brought it here, and it has been a foundation for him and for his bank account.
Oh, he went for the one-hand monster jam and got fouled. Holy smokers.
Look at the bench.
The Clippers were dealing with 2 major injuries, Chris Paul's broken right hand and Blake Griffin aggravating a left quad injury that sidelined him for half the season. Doc Rivers saying it didn't look good for either player and that we'd know more tomorrow.
However small they are magnified.
Goes down all by himself.
Now, Chris, you have to make that shot, right? Because that's going to be on every highlight. If you miss that shot, it blows it.
Ball against Magruder. Uses the pick. Gets the freedom. Scores a jump shot.
That's all Eric Spoelstra can do.
Chris Paul's second half is something to remember right now. Double-digit assist night for Chris Paul, and the Clippers overcome a 14-point deficit in the second half on the road.
What do you think the team needs to do in order to get over the hump next year?
Luckily, that's not my job. My job is to come in, try to make sure I'm in the best shape possible, try to lead our team and stuff like that. That's not my job.
76 playoff games, 9-time All-Star, universally recognized as one of the best point guards in the game, and not even a single NBA Finals appearance, or a conference Finals appearance for that matter.
I just want to say
how excited I am to be here, to the fans in Houston. To be here now, at this point in my career, it's all about winning. I'm excited about the team, the organization.
Clyde Drexler, I had nothing to do with that. Oh, what a great thing! Yeah. And a put up by Chris Paul.
Said, stop that, Turkey. Watch this behind-the-back dribble. Joe just didn't know where it was at.
They say salt of the earth. Well, he's more than that.
Oh, no, he didn't.
What a
no, he didn't. Chris Paul, that is not right. CP3, stop it. Now you've got Chris Paul.
Chris Paul goes for the first time in his career on the 86th playoff game. He's gone to a first finals for him. 41 points for Chris Paul. Guarded by Cook. Paul on the spin. Rebound, Lee.
They're going to have to take Chris Paul off of the court. Well, they might have to drag him because you know he's not going to come off the court. But he is hurt right now.
Warriors are on their way to a fourth consecutive NBA final. This crowd is stunned. The 65-win Rockets.
Chris Paul's worst case scenario, I believe, is he ends up with the max deal. Now, what that means for the Rockets 4 years from now? In 4 years, Chris Paul will be 36 going into a season, making $44 million a year.
This is the year where, more than any other time in his career, you're going to look at Chris Paul and you're going to be like, no, it's on you. Because we know what James Harden can do, and we know.
1-2 pick and roll, Harden and Paul. Oh, Chris Paul.
Ooh, it's got to go in, Smitty. It's got to go in, Smitty. You are the president of Smitty's top plays under the rim. Can that go as a nominee, Smitty?
Yes, it can.
There ain't no moral victories. You know what I mean? We lost. We got to go to the drawing board. First thing, analyze, myself, what I can get better at. And, we going home. That's what it is.
Who's the highest paid player on the Houston Rockets this year? Chris Paul. $35.6 million. Where the hell are you? Chris Paul? You got to be kidding me.
There's tension between Rocket stars Chris Paul and James Harden. Chris wants to coach James, and James looks at him like, you can't even beat your man, just shut up and watch me. Paul was frustrated by what he perceived as Harden's tendency to ignore details that impact winning.
Them looking to make some changes. Good luck in finding somebody to take Chris Paul's contract. At the age of 37, he would be getting paid $47 million. So I find it very, very difficult to believe that that's a movable contract.
I am who I am. I'm excited about our team. We gonna go out to win every single night. I always say, unless they start playing where you can put 7 other guys on the court, then we're in trouble. But I'm excited about what we got.
That contract is so brutal. The issue is, what other choice do they have? Because this guy is way past his prime. This is a total rebuilding team. This is a team that needs a hard reset.
We just started playing better. We expect to win, and we sort of know what we're going to do. So to have 33 wins, you can't go back. We're happy where we are, and we're going to keep growing.
We should get ready for the next one. Oh, the left hand nutmegging. And what you like about it, in the words of Shaq, he said, listen, are you not entertained?
Scott Foster walked over to me and told me, Chris, you ain't got to do that. I got him sweeping up the floor. So I started tying my shoe back up, and he still called the leg down. That don't make no sense. We could have won the game.
And now you've got a team in the Western Conference with Chris Paul that can compete to get into the playoffs, kind of rebooting his career, reminding everybody of how he can impact winning, and now they'll ask him to do the same in Phoenix.
It is official. For the first time since 2010, the Phoenix Suns are headed to the NBA playoffs.
Sons of Sweatt, the Denver Nuggets. The Suns are going to the conference finals. And a performance for the ages from Chris Paul.
That's my game. Straight up, 16 years of this. 16 years, surgeries, hard work, losses, bad losses, but we're going to enjoy tonight. We're going to enjoy it.
And the Suns can now dribble it out. Final seconds. The Phoenix Suns are now 2 wins away from their first NBA championship.
I mean, it'll take a while to process this or whatnot, but it's the same mentality. Get back to work. You know what I mean? I ain't retiring, if that's what you're asking. That's out. So, back to work.
Chris Paul declined a player option in excess of $44 million, has done what we all expected. He's going to return to Phoenix. So he basically tacks on 3 more years at $76 million to stay in the Valley.
And Chris Paul has scored his 20,000th career point, the first player in NBA history with 20,000 points and 10,000 assists.
Man, it's amazing. My family's here. My dad, who put the ball in my hands when I first started, and playing against New Orleans, where it all started for me. It's an honor and a privilege, and I'm grateful that, and thank God that I still get a chance to play.
Chris Paul, this is his shot to get it done, and I think we will see if he's able to remain healthy. I think we'll see the best version of the Suns based on his sheer willpower, and he's made everyone better. So it's going to be fun and interesting.
And Chris Paul slithers, fakes, drives, and he got it to go. Chris Paul, 13 of 13. Paul dancing, driving, shooting, scoring. Chris Paul is a good-looking brother. Somebody needs to say it, because this brother is, they tell you, 37 years of age today, okay? He is the point guard. Honestly, the best point guard in basketball. Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks are going to the Western Conference Finals. The Dallas Mavericks have pulled the upset and beating the top team in the NBA.
This CP3's last shot at a title.
I believe it is. I think this was Chris Paul's best chance. This is it. Phoenix will not be in this position next year as presently constructed.
You play long enough and you don't win. Every time you lose, they're going to say it was your best chance, but we'll be right back next year. I'm not retiring tomorrow. Thank God. Hopefully I'm healthy, come back, and keep playing.